G'day, I'm Crybaby Cowboy. Welcome to Cooking That Gets You Laid. This week we're continuing the chook series with the bloody basics of breaking down a chook, aka a whole chook chop up. Saka. Grabbing a bird and breaking it down into its bits is a sensual act of frugality. Taking one thing and turning it into a bunch of meals lets that special someone, or some persons if you're that way inclined, Jim. No, you're great with your hands. Feel free to pick up one of these chooks that's already cooked from the shops, but if you want to roast your own, we'll leave a video link in the flonk below. First things first, let your chook cool. Run your knife down the drumstick section, go by feel and aim for the joint. Wiggling the leg will give you a bit of an idea where the joint is. The aim is to slip your knife between the joints through the cartilage. You can also flip the bird. The chook? Sorry, Jim. Getting good at finding the joints takes a few goes. I'm pretty useless because I'm better with zebra and werewolves, but don't worry about this being perfect. Make this a weekly thing and you'll get good in no time. Run your knife through the wing joints as well. Feel free to cut a bit of the breast section off with it for a little bit more meat on it. The rest of the chook carcass is a bit useless with the skin on, so I like to rip it off. Don't waste it. Eat it right there if you want. You can also crisp it up like chook crackling, but I'll show you where I'm shoving this today. If the skin isn't slipping off, just run your knife on it to make a cut and start peeling the skin off. Pop your knife under the skin to release it from the chook as you rip into it. And then the little back bits of the chook are the best bits of meat. They're kind of too small to do anything with, so I just ate them. If your oven's still on, just pop your chook skin back on the tray to brown and crisp it up. I put the pale wing and leg back in to get some colour too. The choice parts of the chook can just be eaten, but you can also put them aside for a salad. Now the breasts. We didn't let the chook cool, so this was a bit trickier to do. Run your thumb between the breasts to feel the middle bit. Basically, you're going to run your knife down either side of it, but there's this weird bony cartilagey thing there too, and you're going to have to miss it. Up to you if you include the tenderloin with the chook, or pull it off to chuck in more of that salad, or you can also chuck it in a letterbox. I did that once, Jim. Wouldn't recommend it. Basically, slice your knife along the bones to get a good chunk of breast off of your chook. Then do the same, but on the other side. Because I did a chunky job, there was a bit of meat left on the chook, so I ate it. I ate it, Jim. I ate a good portion of that chook. I'm not paying you for it. Rip the stuffing out of your chook. I used lemons, so if you roasted the chook like me, then you'll have some roasted chickeny lemons and some rice. While you're there, rip the carcass open, back to the breasts, leave them all whole or whatever, but we're going to slice one and shred the other. That's how you break up with break down a chook. Just remember to break up again, Jim. That's how you break a heart. A chook. And then you can seduce someone with all of the many meals that you can share with them for the rest of your lives, or something like that. I ate all of mine on my own. You weren't looking. And that's the bloody basics of breaking up with a chook. There's more to come in the chook series, so keep tuned in. There's more of this, Jim? I'm Crybaby Cowboy. Bonza Petite. I can fit a whole chook in my mouth. Dead set. I can't. Why'd you make me read that out, Jim? This is getting strange.